It's on.
Like Donkey Kong or in there like swimwear.
What? I never heard that one before.
Yeah, dude, in there like swimwear. Still don't really know what it means, but I've heard it.
No. TikTok Military Edition. Dog, why are you like this, dude? Out of all of the things you could be bringing up...
No, I was looking up cringy military memes and it popped up.
Dude, I'm telling you, what's that one?
I don't know, but isn't that
no, I don't want to know. Yeah, that's the guy. That's the...
They specifically picked this crop photo because it's like, oh man, but then they want to lure you in with...
Ew, yeah, I know, dude. It's like, oh, here, come to our website with... We'll lure you in with titties.
Titties and beer and pedophiles. what a cluster.
That sounds like Alabama.
Alabama, the American dream. Amen.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Brews and Bros podcast. We probably plugged the laptop in.
Sorry, it's been a hot minute.
Let me find the laptop charger. Hold on.
He said, let me find out.
Let me find out. You're in the military, dog.
I will thank you for your service so hard and give you a 10% discount. And don't you even forget about the free pancakes at IHOP, because that's what you're worth.
Who's your CO?
Yeah, man. Who's your Colorado?
Who is he? What his name? What they look like down there?
Down under.
Well, I don't know, man. It's been an odd couple of weeks, but you know.
Yeah, man. Bomb cyclones, birthdays.
Yeah, that's true. It was supposed to be Bomb Cyclone Part 2.
But
yesterday.
like every other Part 2 in history of movie history, it's slightly more disappointing than the...
No. That is a lie. That's a dirty lie, and you know it. Most times, the sequel are the way better. Look at it. Think about it. Terminator 2. Way better than the first one. It's in fact the best movie in the whole series. Star Wars Episode 2, Attack the Clones. Nothing tops that movie.
Godfather Part 2.
Godfather Part 2. It's best one. Toy Story 2.
That's
best
a
one.
pretty good one.
Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock.
What about Die Hard 2?
I haven't seen the Die Hard movies.
Yippee-ki-yay.
I hadn't seen the Die Hard movies in a long time, so I have no opinion on that.
He said, I'm in a tower on Christmas Eve. What am I doing? It's a Christmas movie. Deal with it.
Yeah, I'd say is that a pineapple cilantro candle? It is.
Yeah, I'll light it if I can find the lighter.
Oh, I was gonna say I got a lighter in my truck, but
that doesn't help.
Yeah, I know, dude.
Oh man.
Hey, brother, you got some kind of flame source down here, brother?
I used to.
Brother, what are you doing? Come on, brother.
Man, worst case scenario, I might just have you smell the jar.
Brother, I don't need to smell no jar.
No, I'm serious. Smell this. It's
brother.
really good. It was on sale at Yankee because I'm an adult and that's what I get excited about.
Dude, you're telling me. I made the mistake of buying a Yankee candle at Walmart like 2 or 3 months ago. Didn't realize it was a Yankee candle. I scanned it at the self-checkout. It was $21. I said, what the hell?
Oh,
and then I was like,
no.
all right, whatever. And then I get home. My mom's like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm just getting ready to light this candle. And I was like, do you know this candle's $21 fucking dollars? And she goes, well, it's a Yankee candle, that's why. And I said, that shouldn't matter. It's just wax.
But it's a good wax, I guess.
It's a good candle.
But let me tell you something. I didn't get that at no Walmart. I got that straight at Yankee itself.
Where is the Yankee store? At the mall, right?
No, it's there used to be one at the mall down south, but this one's up at the Promenade shops.
Oh, the Promenade.
Because they had this crazy sale. You know, it's a sale to buy 3 candles for $60.
Dog, what the hell? Is this sale going on still?
I think so. I don't know. But essentially what happened was you bought some odd amount, then you got one of that size, which is a pretty big size, for the low of free. So my mama loaded up on a bunch, and I was like, "Here, I'll cut you some of the cost for it. Meaning, I'll give you $5 if you give me that free candle."
Yeah.
I bargained like I was.
Yeah, for sure.
What is that called? Not bargaining, but
bartering?
No, not bartering. And yeah, it is haggling. I haggled. I haggled the price down.
You ever haggle at the pawn shop?
No, dude. I've learned from your padre. Ain't no getting around some of them peoples.
Nope.
Yeah, I told your dad. I was like, yeah, this is what this is worth, you know. And your dad said, nope, that's what it's worth to you. And I said, pardon me.
He said, excuse me, bitch.
He said, something's only as worth as much as you're willing to pay for it. And ever since then, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's right. Cheap. That's right. That's why I got that $20 candle for $5 Anything more than that, you better get out of here. And I don't know where the light is for it, and I feel like I don't let nobody in this house, so I feel like I've been violated by either a ghost or someone came in here when I wasn't here, and they left the Xbox, the TV, the soundbar, and everything else.
Just stole the lighter?
They stole the lighter.
After all, why shouldn't I keep it?
Damn, those dirty hippies.
Damn dirty hippies.
They can't.
Shout outs to Nick Garrow.
Hey, homie Nick, how you doing? Nah, but I'm serious, man. They can't spring the $2 for a lighter, but hey.
But hey, they'll spring $13 for some drugs.
Not just some drugs, man. They'll be like, hey, man.
They're gonna get the hardcore stuff.
They'll go up there and be like, all right, we need to do this in alphabetical order, all right? I need acid, bath salts, copious amounts of acid, DMT, ecstasy, fentanyl, and then you're just like...
A bunch of goons, bro.
But you can't afford a lighter.
Yeah, dude, they're a bunch of goons, bro. A bunch of disgusting people.
They're gonna sit there and be like, hey, man, we gotta save the environment.
Yeah, I remember that one time we were sitting in high school, and I said, man, I hate hippies, and that chick walked up, and she was like, what? I was like, yeah, I don't like hippies. They're gross people, they smell, and they don't do anything. Fuck you, man.
I'm a hippie. Exactly.
Exactly. Get away from me, please.
I don't like you.
I don't want anything to do with you.
Now, I don't mind hippies if the hippies in their own, like, the hippies on their own, meaning you out in public, you doing your thing, whatever, you ain't bugging me. But the moment you come up to me and you smelling straight like manure and you're like, hey, man.
Yeah.
You sound like Tommy Chong.
Yeah, if Tommy Chong is your inspiration in life, I don't like you.
Oh, my gosh. Like, I mean, I liked him on the 70s show. Like, I like him enough. He's funny. There's a lot of people that I like because, like, they're funny. Like Snoop Dogg, mad funny. Dude is just disrespectfully funny. 50 Cent, mad funny as well.
Oh, my God, dude. That guy does not play no games.
He doesn't care, dude. He thinks, whatever. The world is mine. He sounds like Nas, The world is yours, but he don't care.
Yeah, he really don't give a damn. That guy, I still think the funniest thing in the world is he told Floyd Mayweather, he's like, dog, I'll give you $25 million if you can read one page from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Then he said, you know what, never mind that. One page of the Cat in the Hat. Homie said, duh, I can't do it, ma. Don't know why I made him sound like a hillbilly. Floyd Mayweather makes way more money than I do. He's at least got $10 more than I do in his bank account. At least.
Yeah, for sure. Floyd Mayweather is
highest paid athlete out there, right? I mean, technically.
Something like that.
But he's not contracted, is he? He just makes the money.
Floyd?
Well, because I know, think about it. You got football players, they're contracted, they signed the deals. Floyd doesn't really have to sign a lot. He just shows up to the things and says, this is what I want.
Well, I guess if he has, like, endorsements or all of that stuff, I'm not sure exactly how, like... I think it's just because, like, boxing is... It's kind of like the UFC, where it's, like, such a... Well, UFC's kind of a bad example because they have sponsors and stuff. Mm-hmm. But, like... Boxing is such, like, a high-class sport that you make so much money from your fights throughout the year that you can kind of sustain yourself throughout the year.
And that's the thing, you
hardly off of 1 or 2 fights.
You hardly have to fight throughout a year. Like, some people, it's like once every 2 years.
Well, I mean, you think about it. I mean, you sit in a ring, whether it's boxing or the UFC, and you get the dog shit kicked out of you
just
for however long. And, depending on your recovery process, you might get 2 fights a year.
And that's what's funny, is so you think about it. And that just, it's a societal example. It's one of the most brutal things, to exist. You just watch 2 dudes or women, I don't know, like whatever division you're watching, whatever's going on, in either of the sports, and they just wail on each other. And that is a high-class sport.
Yeah.
Like got people...
It's like a big money sport, I think, just because, like, violence is one of those things that's just, like...
The richest thing, they're like,
yeah, it's kind of like in Game Night when he's just like, yeah, the rich have underground bare knuckle boxing matches.
And no one believes them. Like, if you haven't seen the movie Game Night, watch it. This isn't really spoiling anything, but yeah,
it's literally one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life, for me personally. But
it really is.
But yeah, it's like rich people will do anything because they have so much money. What else do you have to do except for watch? It's like how those homeless fights became really popular, like in the early 2000s. It's just a couple of rich dudes who were like, you know what? I bet this will sell. I'll give you guys this much money if you guys just scrap it out right now.
And I think that's another thing. And so, you know what? I feel like race always comes into this. every time, no matter what. Race always comes up because I'm gonna bring up something. If you don't know, it's a historical thing, but the slave owner peoples used to do
the Mandingo fights.
Mandingo fights. And if you won, you got to go with, Mr. Daddy to wherever, but you got yourself a beer and you got yourself to a lady of the night. Granted, you probably are all jacked up because, he was fighting to the death. But it's just like, rich people just like watching people get tore up. Like, poor people like it too. But we like it because we're like, man, we're mad. Hey, we get to let out our aggression. Rich people are like,
yeah, rich people like use like fights as like, just like, I mean, it's entertainment for everybody because everybody likes violence. Like, I mean, even think about it.
Violence and sex sells.
Who wasn't juiced up in high school or middle school or wherever you were at anytime there was a fight? Everybody would try to find out.
Even security would be like, whoa, break it up.
They'd be like, ooh, break it up. But they'd be kind of like, I remember in middle school there was a fight between these two chicks.
At least get one more jab in.
Oh my lord, dude. Let me tell you. So this girl, she's at her locker minding her business, doing whatever. All of a sudden, this girl comes up, what'd you say about me, you bitch? Just like starts shoving or whatever. I said, ooh, it's going down. All of a sudden, the girl grabs this other girl's hair and just starts wailing on this girl. And I'm like, ah! Just having the time of my life. And there's this teacher who's trying to break up the fight, but she is so self-conscious about putting her coffee cup down that she got a hold of her coffee trying to separate these two chicks. She's spilling coffee all over the floor instead of just like dropping the coffee mug and being like, get out of here. And it was the most bananas thing I'd ever seen in my life. I was like, what the hell?
Could you just imagine you're just minding your own business and you, as a teacher, you're trying to enjoy your coffee and you're like, fight. Like,
yeah.
Because at that point, you are the teacher. You're obligated to stop because you have to. But then you're sitting there like, I hate everything about this job. I am here to educate. And you're over there plowing each other to a pulp.
Yeah.
You gotta keep your opinions to yourself as a teacher, man. You just, Oh, I'm joking. But no, man, it always comes up just, even when we graduated our high school, and then like the next year, or I guess like the cop out there that socked the girl in the face.
Oh yeah, dude, I saw a meme about that like 3 days ago, dude. It was like middle school security guards.
Oh yeah, because they had like their little tasers or whatever. Like, oh, we're cool.
Yeah,
but then
like
in high school,
there was like Coronado security guards, and there's that cop wrecking that chick in the face
because she wouldn't listen. He was trying to break up the fight. And she went, "What's up?" And he went, "Dink." It was like a Mortal Kombat X-ray move. Just X-ray and see the skull.
Dude, it was so. It sounds kind of stupid and it sounds really messed up, but man, I wish that would have happened when we were in school. My God, that would have been the highlight of high school.
Bro, I wish a lot of fights happened in high school that didn't.
Like what?
Just in general, just, how like nowadays.
Just between like certain people? Or?
Yeah, just I'm like, yo, I see you guys and I want this to be a fight, Like, I can't think of any off the top of my head because I've been at high school so long.
Yeah.
But I just remember always thinking, oh, they're going to fight. Yeah, whatever, you suck. Yeah, you suck. And I'm like, no, stop talking. Gets to scrapping, dude.
Throw down already, guys.
You swing first. I'm about to swing in there and be like, he got you.
I'm about to swing and be like, bro, he's getting you, dude.
He's about to swing. Where?
He's after you.
Or even better, have the crowd and just pull out a bottle in the crowd. Dink. Oh, he got him.
He threw him bottles.
Noah shot Cyrus.
Yeah.
Just warriors, just frame it.
Everybody just running away, trying to get away from the security guards.
But knowing my luck, I'd be at home like, well, no, they found out it's me, but I didn't do it.
Oh, yeah.
The whole gang of kids elbowing me.
Your mom would ground you.
Dude,
what are all these kids doing in my house?
Mom, I don't know. Get out of here.
You're grounded.
I'm always grounded.
Wait till your dad hears about this.
Who's Rondell?
I thought about that the other day.
I think about it all the time.
Who's Rondell? I was like, I can't believe that was an actual thing that had was uttered. I was so confused. I was like, dude, what is happening here? I was like, There's no way that's real life.
Dude, real life and, like, just fictional, just reality have become so, like, blurred for me to the point where I see things in my day-to-day life, and I'm sitting there thinking, you know, since this is happening to me, it's really terrible. But if I put this in a book, I could make a lot of money. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm always trying to think, how can I milk my disabilities? And I'm waiting too long because I have Tourette's. And I saw this lady, it's like, this girl with Tourette's isn't letting that stop her from following her dreams. I'm like, great. Now they're going to think I'm faking it.
Now they're going to think you're just stupid.
Like, no, he's got Tourette's and he's stupid.
He's got Tourette's, yeah, right. And I have Asperger's.
Yeah, I have leukemia.
Oh, we can't talk. CNN's going to come after us.
Let them try, all right? I saw them go after everybody and anybody that wears the color red and be like, Trump!
That's true, and he's just like, what? No, dude. He's just like, I'm just an Anaheim Angels fan.
Oh, my mistake.
They don't even admit that they're wrong.
Nope, they're just like, oh, by the way, did you hear about this happening over here? Dog wins World Fair. What? What happened to the other guy? What other guy? You know, the other... No, dog.
No, the dog over here, yeah.
He's a dog.
I'd say that the mass media, not to sound like a...
Conspiracy theorist?
A conspiracy theorist, or sound like someone who is like, yeah, Trump's right, but, like, I would say that the mass media is pretty good about, like...
Backpedaling?
Not necessarily backpedaling, but just, like...
Changing the subject
just
real quick.
Just, like, really just, like, throwing things at people at 100 miles an hour, so it's, like... That's why you forget certain things.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh yeah, why don't we hear about this anymore? And it's like, oh, because they just deemed it wasn't important anymore. And
they said you don't got to worry about this no more. It's like the Men in Black when they show up and he's like, hey, look into this red dot. Yeah. And then you forget everything. You're like, what happened?
And you're just like, what's going on here? Who
They're like,
did
hey,
I make mad?
Do you know who I am? No? All right, good. Have a good day, everybody.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's just super confusing. And you're just like, what's going on here? Why are you guys just like this?
Why can't we just exist? That's too easy.
Why are you guys just not cool anymore? Why can't you guys just bring me the news?
What news? That's what I'm asking you for.
That's what I'm like. That's your job. You're literally the Cuck News Network. And you can't even bring me news.
That's right, dude. I don't care. Libtard, conservatives, you're all terrible people.
Yeah, the conservatives are almost just as bad as...
They have... Don't get me wrong. They both have their positives. You know, it's like, okay, I get you there.
Yeah, like, there's certain things that I agree with on both sides.
But the issue is everyone's too one-sided to be like, I can't be wrong.
Yeah, and, you know, it's funny. So you remember that girl? I think her name is Laci Green.
Mm-hmm.
And she was that girl who was like... she's like, she was the hashtag 76 genders chick.
Yeah.
Where she was just like, you know, all of the, she's, you know, there could be, you know, there could be millions of them. And then there was that, because there was that meme just like, with Kanye, and she's like, there could be millions. And he's like, shut the fuck up. I will fucking laser you. Yeah, you need to stop playing on your phone, dog.
Listen, it was the sound. I didn't know what was going on. But no, and that's the whole thing. No one wants to listen. Everybody want to be right. Nobody want to be wrong. Nobody want to admit. You know what? Maybe, just maybe, I'm not getting the full, you know, understanding of what's happening. Rather than say that, you got homie over here saying, no, you're wrong.
Yeah, but because like so Steven Crowder's
Mm-hmm.
he claims that he's not a conservative, that he's not conservative, which I think is kind of wrong. Just because I would say that even though he claims to be a centrist and like he's like more of like a libertarian,
Mm-hmm.
I would say that he's pretty conservative. And so she actually went on his show.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, and they had this like, because she had this thing where she had this huge revelation where she was just like, I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere with my narrative because I was just so one-sided about it. And so she's like, I started talking to other people with different viewpoints to see maybe if we could kind of reach some sort of common ground just in conversation. And
how'd that turn out?
And apparently it's turned out great for her. She's like, I lost a lot of friends who were very left-leaning because of it, because they don't think that we should talk to people who have opposing viewpoints.
And that's the problem.
But she was like, but I was going nowhere. my narrative wasn't happening anymore because everybody was just agreeing with me. There was no chance for me to be wrong or for other points to be brought up. It was just everybody was agreeing with what I was saying and blah blah blah. And so she's like, I enjoy talking to people with differing viewpoints now. She's like, I actually look forward to it half the time because it's so interesting hearing about other people's ways of life and trying to maybe implement something into my life, or maybe I can share something with them and all of that. And but like, it's so funny because I have a lot of conservative friends. Being in the military, most people are pretty conservative anyways. Right. But like, dude, it's so funny when you roast them and they're just like, what do you mean? It's like, dude, you're just as dumb as the liberals, dog. Like,
no,
you're so annoying, and I hate you. Like, you are also part of the problem. I hope you realize that. Because, like, it's like, you can't share a meme and say, oh, yeah, the left is just trying to impose their will upon everybody. It's like, dog, you're trying to do the same thing. You're just on the opposite end of the spectrum.
You're trying to do it without making it seem like you're doing it. It's like the whole South Korea versus North Korea. They're all Korean, but they're very
different.
And they both want it their way. But they're going to tell you that the other side is wrong.
Yeah, but they're the same person. They're the same people.
They're the same Asian guys.
It's just
there's a wall that's not even a whole wall.
It's not even a wall. It's just a building.
It's a little bridge, and then they sit there and stare at each other.
Yeah, could you imagine? Like, dude, I would honestly, like, how do they not just talk to each other?
I bet they do.
You'd have to think that at some point on the DMZ, there's a conversation like, dude, why are we here?
I bet they're like, hey, just so you know, it's nothing personal. No, it's all personal over here. Is it? I don't know.
They're always talking shit about who's better at StarCraft, North or South Korea.
Hey, how's that internet connection? Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh, you motherfucker. But yeah, and it's just... Hey man, do you see all these new memes on Facebook? What's Facebook? Oh,
making my day, punk.
It's so stupid.
Because you gotta think... They speak the same language, right?
I would assume that, like, I would say that if anything, there's like a small, maybe
like a Spanish kind of thing where it's like Puerto
different
Rico
like dialects,
Mexico.
like certain like dialect comes into play, but in the grand scheme of things, it's the same language. They're both speaking Korean.
And that's what I'm thinking. Sorry, no, I was just sending you a picture for the thing. I want you to look at it. It's just really cheaply made on purpose. For said podcast, guys, we are really getting in the groove of things. Granted, the hiatus, I'm sorry.